Now, there have been many great shooting guards in the NBA, right? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade. But who are the great shooting guards of today? I need to figure out who's going to pave the pathway for this next generation. I'm going to be putting these athletes into a tier list and ranking them. So at first we got Bogdanovic. He's known for his scoring and shot making ability. He can create his own shot. I'm going to put him in B. I'm going to put him in B. B minus. Derek White, strong defensive player. He's very versatile. He can guard multiple positions. He's a good playmaker. He can shoot it from the outside. I'm gonna put him in the B+ category right now. Cam Thomas is a skilled scorer. He puts up points in bunches, man. I'm putting him in B minus. Brandon Miller, he's an intriguing prospect, man. He's athletic, he's versatile, he's a good defender. He can shoot the piss out the ball, man. I feel like he's gonna be a great player. I know it was only his rookie season last year, but I'm putting him in at B-, man. He's a great player. Kobe White, he's a scorer. He has a quick release. He's streaky. He's a combo guard. I just feel like he needs to be more consistent, man. I feel like he picked it up at the end of the year last year. So I'm excited to see what he does this year, man. I'm going to put him in B. Up next, we have Donovan Mitchell, S tier. Averaging 30. I feel like he's had bad luck being on, he's been on playoff teams, but I feel like he hasn't had that co-star that's been able to put them over the edge. But Donovan Mitchell is S tier, man. He's a elite scorer. He can take over a game whenever he wants to. I feel like he's proven he's a clutch player. Kyrie Irving is also S tier. I mean, Kyrie Irving, his ability to affect the game in ways people don't even understand. Like, he doesn't have to have the ball to affect the game. Same thing with Stephen Curry. People have to account for him off the ball so much that he just makes his teammates better. Kyrie's definitely an S-tier player. Christian Braun, he's just a young player, man. He gives a lot of energy. Denver doesn't really have a lot of shooting guards, obviously. They lost KCP last year. I mean, Christian Braun, man, he's developing, man. He's good, but he's not there yet. Compared to his peers right now, I would have him as a C-. Jaden Ivey, he's an exciting player, man. He's explosive. He reminds me of a young Westbrook. His shot's getting better, man. He's actually a good shooter. People don't think he can shoot the three, but he's a very, very capable shooter. He's a slasher first, obviously. He's a pretty good defender, man. He's a hustler. He just gives me Westbrook vibes, man. I like this kid. I'm going to put him in a C+. Brandon Podemski, versatile. He's a good shooter. Yeah, man, he has promise as a good playmaker, man. It's the same thing with Christian Braun. I don't know if you're asking somebody, do you want your starting shooter guard to be Brandon Podemski? But he's shown he's capable, man. He's a good shooter. I'm going to put him in a C. I don't think he's better than Jaden Ivey, but I do think he's a C player. Jalen Green, he's a scoring machine, athletic, developing as a playmaker. He's trying to pass the ball more, but he's a scorer first, man. Me as a coach, I'm telling him, if you get the ball, I want you to look score first. If they W, pass it, but like your game is to score the ball. So honestly, y'all might hate me for this. Don't hate me for this. Don't click off the video. I got Jalen Green at a B+. I don't have him better as Derek White. I know his stats are better than Derek White's, but I don't think his impact is as big as Derek White's. Yeah, Jalen Green, B+, man. Andrew Nembhard, he's solid, man. I feel like he's a traditional point guard playing the two. They have Tyrese, so obviously his production's going to go down. Stats aren't that great, but I feel like he's proven he's a reliable role player. We're going to put him at a C for now, though. Terrence Mann, I feel like the same thing with Andrew Nembhard. He's a reliable role player. I don't feel like he's outstanding in any way, but I feel like he does a lot of stuff all around that makes him a good starting shooting guard in the NBA. Austin Reeves, what sets Austin Reeves apart from a lot of people on this list is his basketball IQ. I feel like he makes the right play pretty much, if not every play, a majority of the time. Even when he's looking to score, even when it seems like he's out of control, getting his own bucket, it's calculated. He's looking for the foul. He knows how to draw fouls. He knows when to make the right pass. He's a great shooter. He puts in effort on defense. He's an underrated defender. I have him at a B. Marcus Smart's an elite defender, man. He's capable from three. He's your traditional 3-and-D guard. I don't know if Marcus Smart is a starter in the NBA. Y'all might have different opinions. I feel like he's a great 6 man. I'm going to give him a C because he's proven. maybe even C+. But I feel like just with you have John Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson on the team, he's not really gonna get that many shots. He's gonna have a couple games where he goes off for 20, maybe even 30, but I have him at a C for right now. Tyler Hero, shot creator, elite shooter. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna give him the B+, A- yet. I feel like we know he's a reliable role player in the playoffs. I'm gonna give him a B for now. Do I think he's better than Kobe White? No.
20.
Gary Trent, two-way, 3-and-D, reliable role player. He can score off the dribble and catch and shoot, man. I feel like he's very underrated. He's been on some bad teams, so we haven't been able to see what he can really do. So I feel like Giannis and Dame are going to unlock his potential this year. Going to be doubling Giannis. He's going to be wide open, catch and shoot. I'm going to put him at a C+, though. I feel like if he shows us that, he's going to move up to a B. Anthony Edwards. Phenomenal. Sensational. Amazing. Dog. Killer. Two-way, 3-level threat. There's not much more you can say about the man. Not much more you can say about him. Put him in S tier. CJ McCollum. Y'all gonna hate me for this. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me for this, and that's okay. Everyone has their opinions. Please respect my opinion, though. Please listen to my opinion, though. CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum is a B+, if not A- player. CJ McCollum has averaged 20 points for 10 years straight. CJ McCollum has averaged 20 points for 10 years straight.
20.
Nobody cares because he's been on Portland. He's been on the Pelicans. People overlook him, but he's shooting 45 and 40 for his career. Like I said, averaged 20 for his whole career. Mid-range threat. He's a solid playmaker. Mikal Bridges. He can guard multiple positions. He's an elite defender. He proved at Brooklyn that he was a capable scorer, averaging I think he averaged 18 points last season. I have him at B+, man. I feel like, I don't know, I've been seeing some videos of his shot like being weird. I hope Jalen Brunson and Cat don't take away from his production offensively. I feel like he could average 15+ this season. But yeah, I feel like when you have the defensive ability as well as the offensive ability, that only raises your standards in ranking. Next up, you have Alex Caruso. Here's my thing with Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso has always been a solid player. I'm giving him a B right now, but I just want to talk about him. So Alex Caruso, his stats are never gonna amaze you. He's a defensive player first, making the right pass, making the right play. KCP, kind of the same reason with Alex Caruso. There's a reason he's always on championship teams. My thing with KCP is I just feel like he's declining. Obviously, he's 3-and-D threat. He's always going to be a great role player. I have him at a C+. I feel like he's one of the best role players in the league. I don't feel like he's one of the best individual shooting guards in the league. Next up, you have Kelly Oubre. He's athletic, man. He can shoot the 3-ball, 3-and-D. The D's kind of average, but man, he's a great scorer in transition. He's solid, man. Solid player. I'm at a C+. Devin Booker. Nigga's box office, man. He's an exceptional playmaker, exceptional scorer. He can play defense.
20.
Prettiest shot in the league. Led his team to the finals with Chris Paul as his co-star, with DeAndre Ayton as his co-star. I feel like he's proven that he's a superstar in this league. Anthony Simons, underrated as hell. I have him as a B-. And he averages 20 points, 4 assists. When Dame was on his team, I feel like he should have been Dame's co-star instead of CJ. So I feel like Anthony Simons just had bad luck being on Portland for his whole career. But I feel like he's gotten better every single year. Just needs to be more consistent, but great player, reliable player. Next up, we have Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis kind of in the same position as Christian Braun. He's on a team where he really doesn't need to be had offensively. Keon Ellis' role is to guard the other team's best offensive guard. So they really don't need him for offense. He's 3-and-D. If he gets the ball, you can attack, you can shoot, but really we just need you for defense. So he's really in the same position as Christian Braun. I feel like as years go on, he's going to get better, he's going to move up, but right now we have him as a C- compared to his peers. Devin Vassell, man, he's a great defender, great scorer. He's going to pair well with Wemby, Chris Paul this year. I feel like Chris Paul's going to love him. I have him as B- for right now. Grady Dickerson, Grady Dick. Grady Dick's gonna be an amazing player in the NBA. He gives me Klay Thompson vibes. He's gonna be a threat offensively. He's gonna be a threat on defense when he gets stronger as years go on. I'm telling y'all, man, Grady Dick is gonna be one of them ones, man. I'm telling y'all, he's going to be one of them ones. So yeah, man, I have him as a C. I think he's better than Brandon Podemski, honestly. Colin Sexton, scorer, shooter. When I say the name, y'all don't think that, but if y'all go look at the stats, y'all will know he shoots 40%. Colin Sexton with Utah is like, Utah has always been And he can create his own shot. He has tenacity, man. Tenacity on the defensive end. He can score, play make. So I have him as a B-. Bilal Kaloubi. Bilal, he's athletic, man. I feel like 3 years he's gonna be an amazing player. But right now it's just, you're on Washington, man. Like, you're on Washington, man. You just gotta accept the fact that you're gonna be But yeah, man, he's a great player, man. He's quick. He can guard multiple positions. I just don't feel like he is above a C- right now. This is our final list, as y'all can see. Let me know what y'all think, man. I feel like I made a great list.